What's up, guys? Here on the rooftop tanning here in Bangkok, Thailand. Now in this video I wanted to go over exactly how I went from the NPC mindset, the NPC type of lifestyle that I was living in America just a few years ago, to living in abundance, pure bliss, being able to travel and actually break free of the 9-to-5 mindset to creating the life that I wanted for myself. Because guys, all reality is, like, you are what you think about. And if you're thinking about what everyone else is thinking about, going to work, having money for food, survival, and just the basic necessities, and you're never able to break out of that just limiting mindset, then how do you ever expect to live a limitless type of life? So let's go ahead and dive straight in. So first off, you need to find exactly where your thoughts are right now, so that we can figure out which ones are providing you a chance to grow and which ones are holding you back from that growth that you need in order to succeed. So right now, just get out a sheet of paper, get a pencil, and then we need to start organizing your thoughts on what you're thinking day in and day out, so that way we can find out exactly where you are right now, so that way we can find out what's actually holding you back. So right now you have your paper, and I want you to go ahead and list like 1 through 10, because that's kind of what you're kind of thinking about on a day-to-day basis most of the time, is like 10 different things. So you first off just kind of go into a hierarchy order, like what's on your mind 99% of the time, like what's the most dominating thought in your mind right now, and write this at number 1. So for me right now, that's like money, scaling my income with remote sales. So that would be mine. So find out for you right now. It could be your 9-to-5 job, it could be your girlfriend, it could be a video game, it could be something that's just dominating your thoughts right now. Like right when you wake up, this is the first thing you think of. Go ahead and write that down as number 1, and then go down this list of like what's on your mind most of the time, what's like second, what's third, fourth, and so on, until you have this list complete and you can't really think of anything else that's really on your mind most of the time. And then from there, just literally look at this list and think to yourself which ones are providing you the ability to think of new ways to make money, new ways to gain freedom, and new ways to break your limiting life that you might be living right now. If you're working, if you're stuck in the 9-to-5, you're stuck in university, maybe you're stuck in a life that you're not really truly enjoying right now, find out which of these thoughts are most likely to provide you the ability to escape from these, and write these down on this other list, which I'll tell you to create in a second. So you need to be truly honest with yourself and ask yourself, each one of these things that you're thinking of, are they really helping you get to where you want to go, or are they actually holding you back? And the ones that are holding you back, you just need to cross them out. Don't make them non-visible, just put a line through them. And the ones that actually do help you move the needle forward each and every day, the thoughts that are helping you to take the right actions in your day-to-day life, don't cross those out. We're gonna use those in 1 second. Now on the same piece of paper, write down 10 things again, like 10 numbers, and of course like 1 through 10. And the ones you didn't cross out, put them back here. Now you should have like maybe 5 to 6 that you did cross out, and now we need to find a replacing thought that you need to kind of fill in for the one that you crossed out. So let's just say you're thinking about video games. Instead of video games, what can you think of now that will actually help you move the needle forward a lot faster in life? So for me, I replaced the video games for me with actually learning tangible skills and leveling up in remote sales. So that's like watching YouTube videos on sales instead of playing video games, investing in mastermind courses, anything to do with actually replacing that thought of video games with replacing it with something more tangible and more valuable to me to actually get me to where I want to go. Because I mean, video games aren't entirely bad, especially if you're making money and you're very comfortable in life. Video games are okay. They're a good hobby. They're better than alcohol, porn, partying, all that type of stuff. Video games is okay in my opinion, because they increase your focus and you're more present when you're playing video games than you would drinking alcohol or getting into other types of vices. But right now, if you're broke, if you're not in the life that you want, video games, you need to cut them out for the time being and replace them with something more valuable that will help you level up in life. So that's just a pure example of like what you need to do in order to replace these bad thoughts that aren't really helping you level up in life, and they might be chaining you down, and they might be a detriment to getting you to where you want to go. So you need to replace them for the time being. So whether that be reading, going to the gym, going out, socializing, networking, there's all these different things that you need to find to replace the bad habits and the bad thoughts, so that way you can progressively get to where you want to go in life. Because guys, like I said earlier, all life is And all reality is you are what you think about. So if you're thinking about the right things, you're gonna take the right actions each and every single day, and getting to your dream life will be inevitable. So to get this dream life, you need to become the person that's able to create this dream life very easily, and that takes thinking the right thoughts the majority of the time. You need to be very conscious and aware of what you're thinking on a day-to-day basis, and that's how you can actually change. If you're just mindlessly, aimlessly going through life, how do you ever expect to change and get to where you want to go? That's kind of like going in AFK mode in a video game. You're away from the keyboard, you're not really playing the game of life seriously, you're just letting things happen to you instead of making things happen for you. So that's why we're doing this video today, to help you replace these bad thoughts, these thoughts that aren't really helping you, and replacing them with actual good thoughts and good actions to actually get you to where you want to go in life. And that takes finding out who you need to become and what you actually need to think about in order to actually get there in the first place. So right now, again, on the same piece of paper, literally reverse engineer the process of like how to actually become this person. And to do this, it's very, very, very simple. You need to find out first who you don't want to become. Write down now 10 habits, 10 thoughts that you think the worst person, like the worst version of yourself would do. So you can write down porn, partying, drinking, playing video games, hanging with the wrong people, jerking off, taking all these wrong actions. Put down all the wrong things that you would do to become this worst version of yourself. Write all that down in 10 areas. And then from here, you literally just reverse, like write down the opposite of these 10 things, and you'll find the 10 things you need to do in order to achieve your highest, kind of highest version of yourself. And that's very easy to do. If you can find 10 things that will ultimately lead to your downfall, you can find 10 things of the opposite of that to lead to becoming the best version of yourself. And that's exactly what I did. I found that eating junk food, going to parties, networking with the wrong people, hanging around the wrong crowd, doing all these wrong things, I just wrote down the opposites of them and found out that it was very simple to become the highest version of myself, because I found the 10 actions and the 10 thoughts I need to be thinking and doing on a day-to-day basis in order to actually achieve the life that I want. Because for me, what's very important to me is freedom, traveling, being able to do things how I want to do them, not having to listen to a boss that I don't really appreciate like I was maybe 2 years ago, listening to some Indian guy telling me to clean the bathroom, take out the trash and all that type of stuff. I found out that wasn't the life I really wanted. I wanted to do things how I wanted to do them. I wanted to truly live on my own terms. And these 10 things that I wrote down for myself was able to open up my eyes to the fact that, okay, well, the actions I'm doing right now, the thoughts that I'm thinking right now, they're never gonna lead me to where I want to go. And that's why I'm helping you guys today to list down the 10 things that will ultimately help you and reshape your thoughts and reshape your reality. Because like we said 2 times already, you are what you think about, and that's the true definition of life. That's literally, like, plain and simple. That's how reality works. The more you think about something, the more it will come into your life. So you need to start thinking the right things, so that way the right things start coming into your life effortlessly. Like, guys, do you think I ended up in Bangkok, in this beautiful city with the beautiful weather here in Bangkok, by thinking about going to university, going to parties, working a 9 to 5? Do you think those thoughts would have ever led me into the situation I am now? Absolutely not. It took changing my thoughts that ultimately shaped my reality to the dream life that I wanted for myself. So find out what's truly valuable to you. Is it freedom? Is it money? Is it traveling? Is it business? Like, what's the most important thing in your life that you want for yourself? And then everything else will fall into line. Once you know what you want, once you know what thoughts you need to actually get there, the actions that you need to take, then it's literally a straight line to success. Of course, there will be obstacles, adversities that will try to hold you back, but as long as you can see in your mind what you want, you know what thoughts you need to think, what thoughts you need to consciously cut out of your mind, you'll be able to easily get there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. Hopefully I helped you guys change your thoughts to ultimately change your life. And it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.